Assalamualaikum and a very good evening everyone. My name is Muhammad Nazmi Farhad. Please lend me your ears for these few minutes. Believe me, this moment will change your perspective in life. The topic for my talk today is gender equality. What is gender equality? Anyone? According to United Nations, gender equality is a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. There has been progressing over the last decades. More girls are going to school, fewer girls are forced into early marriage, and more women are serving in parliament and positions of leadership, and laws are being reformed to advance gender equality. If we take a look at the 1950s and earlier and compare it with the situations nowadays, we could see that the rights of women had changed 180 degrees. Back then, women are nothing more than vessels for men to satisfy their last desire and childbearing. Their role was only limited to staying in the house and serving the men. Based on this comparison, we could infer that women had achieved equality in society. However, the women's movement still does not end here. The feminist movement still fight for their so-called rights. Feminism refers to a set of socio-political movements and philosophies that seek to define and promote gender equality on political, economic, personal, and social levels. Feminism includes the belief that cultures favor the male viewpoint and that women are treated unfairly within those communities. Efforts to remedy this include combating gender stereotypes and providing equal educational, professional, and interpersonal opportunities and results for men and women. But what's the point in the continuous strike? If we talk about education, every human has right to receive an education. In Malaysia, every child from the age of 6 to 17 years old is obligated to go to school to receive their education without any discrimination, no matter what their gender is. So, what will the feminists still fight for? If we look at the statistic of the entrance to the public university in Malaysia, IPTA, the women are dominating with a percentage of 69%, while only 31% of men were admitted. So, where is the equality here? Does that mean we should have a quota for both males and females in the admission to the university? 50-50, right? This is 50-50, but based on the statistic, it is 70-30. This is not equal, right? What would be the feminist thought on this? No, you cannot compare with that. That is their achievement for studying hard throughout their school age. Well, that is how our society works. The strong and hardworking people who strive with ambition will succeed in their lives, while people who don't will go down. Furthermore, we have all heard about the unjust payments among genders. Feminists always use this issue as the base of their arguments. It is true that the men are paid higher than women, but that is the case if we compare all the salaries for every job in a whole. It is irrelevant to compare the people that do high-risk job salary with the people who work in a safe environment. According to Malaysian newspaper Cosmo in July 2020, in Malaysia, there are no such thing as gender discrimination in terms of salary. Every man and woman receive the same salary according to their field of work. The factors that impact the difference of salary among the workers is the experience of working and work performance. But only men get the higher paid job. Why? Well, of course they do. Big income came with great responsibility and risk. Why are we only looking at the high-paid incomes such as doctors and engineers? What about labor people? People who works at construction site? According to United States Department of Labor, 99% of the bricklayer is men. Does women interested to have equal rights on that too? I don't think they would. Moreover, the bias of gender toward politics. It is true that the men are dominating the politics. In Malaysia, only 13% of women acquire the position in the cabinet of Malaysia. Does that the impact of gender equality? No. In Malaysia, we use democracy in choosing the representative of the people in the parliament, and everyone could participate as the candidate in the election without taking account of the gender. No matter you are a man or a woman, as long as you are a citizen of Malaysia, you could participate in the election. For example, Datuk Seri Wan Azizah binti Wan Ismail is a Malaysian politician who served as the 12th Deputy Prime Minister. She is the proof that women could also achieve higher rank in politics. Even women could be the leader of the nation. Many developed countries have women as their leader. Another example, Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand. So, does that mean the men should be blamed for the incapacity of women to participate in politics? Last but not least, the gender stereotyping. The feminists and most of the women always say that, it's lucky to be a man. They regularly say that without taking into account all of the men's burdens. According to BBC in March 2019, men are three times more likely to die by suicide in Australia, 3.5 times more likely in the United States, and more than 4 times and more likely in Russia and Argentina. World Health Organization's data show that nearly 40% of countries have more than 15 suicide deaths per 100,000 men. Only 1.5% show a rate that high for women. This is proof that men are having a more difficult life than women. Most men are suffering from the expectation of society of them. As soon as the men are born, they have been expected to be successful in their life. They have to be the ones that would take care of their family by getting a good job that pay well. How many cases have you heard about men that had to stop their study in order to help their family to get money for food and bills? Even in marriage, the men are expected to pay for the living, providing houses, transportations, paying the bills and food. It is all man's responsibility, even though the wife are also working. Where is the man's right for that? Why do only women have right? That is not right. That is a privilege. So, what do we get in conclusion? If we only take a look at one side, it would be seen that our society does value men over women, because we see more men on the street than women. But if we take account the strength and capabilities of the men, we could understand why the male is dominant toward our world. Men and women capabilities could be defined like this blank paper. People with skills could create origamis, maybe sheep, maybe aeroplane, but people who don't, they destroy the paper. Same goes for people. People with capabilities and hardworking will succeed in life. Stop whining about how bad your life is and start to work toward your goals. No matter what your gender, man or woman, you could be anything you want as long as you work hard for it. Well, life is totally unfair for everyone. I know some have good life, some have bad life. But if we say that life is unfair to everyone, does that mean that life is actually fair? Well, that's another question for another day. Thank you all of you for spending your precious time with me. Thank you.